like to welcome you to a clip from my upcoming course on website optimization. My name is Greg. I am a tech director and problem solver, and I am from Agency Digital Training. So the topic we're going to cover in this video is a question that I get asked a lot recently, especially with the impact of Google changing their page rankings and how they view websites. One of the things a lot of designers ask me is, how does adding a video to a site affect performance? So let's explore a couple of the answers to that question, and especially focusing on the home page. More than likely, you're going to see an increase in page load times. So we're going to want to see how this is going to affect your site in general and give you a baseline of what that means for your site. If you're hosting it on a site like a YouTube or a Vimeo, you're probably going to get some additional scripts added, which is going to affect your load times as well. You're going to see an additional in terms of the video plus the actual scripts and the CSS and any other add-on resources needed. You're probably going to see your page speed score impacted negatively. So I want to dive into that and see how this actually works with the real world scenario. I'm going to use my blog. We're going to start with a baseline to show what it is without any videos. We're going to add a video that's hosted on YouTube from one of my other clips and see how it works. And then we're going to see if we can figure out a way to fix that using one of the WordPress plugins called WP Rocket. So we're going to visit PageSpeed Insights and we're going to check my blog and see how it does. One of the things that you want to target for Google based on their recommendations is a PageSpeed score of about 90 for mobile, and if possible, 90 for desktop. This is not a baseline. It is not a must guarantee thing. If you can get it there, it'll help, but it is not going to be the only thing they look at. But it is an important factor in what Google looks at. So we're going to start looking at my blog first and see where that starts off with before we make any changes. We're going to scan it and see what it looks like on mobile and get it on desktop. Hopefully we're getting a score of at least 90. Should be at least that much. And there we go. So currently I have a mobile page score speed of 97. Looks like a little work to do on accessibility, but best practices in SEO are 100 and 100, which is pretty impressive. When you go to a desktop, performance of 100, accessibility of 91, 100 and 100, my site performs pretty well for Google's eyes. So now we're going to go in, we're going to add an embed for a YouTube video for my previous clip on how to delete rows in Excel using the Stream Deck. So let's add the embed code, update. So we're going to preview this very quickly and see. Now you have the video here. Everything's ready to go. So we're going to go back to PageSpeed Insights and we're going to analyze it one more time and we'll see how this goes. This is going to take a second, so I may fast forward. So see you in a minute. So we just got our results and you can see that adding that one video to my homepage tanked my score to a 63 on mobile, and on desktop we are looking at still 93, so not too bad, but mobile has gotten hit pretty hard. So one of the things we want to look at now is a way to optimize that. So I'm going to go back into my blog. We're going to go to the dashboard and I'm going to look at one called WP Rocket, and we're going to go to media, and I'm going to enable this for iframes. And what I want to do is replace the YouTube iframe with the preview image. So we're going to save that. I'm going to clear my cache. Everything's cleared. So now we're going to run that page speed score again and see how it works. One of the things to show is basically what happens now. This is now just an image. Until you click play, this doesn't actually load the video. So we're going to see how that performs. So while this loads, I may take a second and fast forward. So I'll see you in a minute. And as you can see, we're back and we have a score of 100 on mobile now that the video has been disabled. And on desktop, we're back to 100. So the video on mobile impacted my site pretty negatively. So you do want to make sure that when you're loading videos, you aren't auto loading them or auto playing them. We want to make sure that everything is being loaded on demand only. You want to avoid, especially on the home page, large videos, anything that's going to affect your page size negatively. If you're going to use a WordPress tool, you may want to use WP Rocket or another optimizer that's going to help you optimize some of these assets like videos. The only thing that I have not been able to find a solution for is delay loading on Vimeo. Vimeo always negatively impacts my sites no matter what I do, and I have not found a solution for that. So look for a future update once I find a solution to that. Thanks for watching and let me know what you think.